Jai Sriman Let us now learn how to pronounce the Sanskrit alphabets. Sanskrit alphabets are grouped by the structure of vocal system and how the tongue is placed to pronounce them. Let's start with the vowels. Vowels are a self-established sound. The amount of time it takes to pronounce a vowel is called matra. A short vowel, which is one matra, takes one beat, and a long vowel, it has two matras and it takes 2 beats. Let's practice pronouncing the vowels. To get the correct sound, I suggest you sit straight and when needed, open mouth freely. Feel the vocal organs where the sound is pronounced. The first letter, A, is pronounced by opening the mouth from the throat without any constriction in the mouth. I will pronounce each letter and you can repeat after me. A. Now let's pronounce the long vowel of the same letter. A. The next letter, E, is pronounced from the palate. A little constriction in the back of the mouth, and it is pronounced using the cheeks. E. And the long vowel, E. The next letter, U, it's pronounced with little constriction of lips. U. And the long version of it, U. The next letter, R, pronounced when the tongue is little closer to the top of mouth but not touching it. R. And the long version, R. Next 4 letters are all long vowels. They are the combination of the vowel sound A, E and O. So these letters are A, I, O, Ow. The next letter is pronounced by producing the sound A and then closing the mouth. And the last sound is pronounced by expelling the air out. Aha. Now let's pronounce all these vowels together. I will pronounce each letter and you can repeat after me. A. A. E. E. U. U. R. R. A. I. O. Ow. Aha. Now let's practice the consonant sounds. To pronounce the letters perfectly, we should understand 3 things: the place of origin of the sound, the position of tongue to pronounce the sound, and the effort needed to pronounce the sound. The consonant letters are divided into 5 groups. They are grouped according to the sound produced by association of specific organ in the vocal cavity. Each group or varga has 5 letters and are denoted after the first letter of that group. The letters are also divided according to the amount of air needed to pronounce them. Now let's first begin with the first varga, Ka varga. This group of consonant is pronounced from throat. The tongue is positioned at the back of the throat. Since these letters are pronounced using throat, these are also called kanthyaha. I will pronounce each letter and you can repeat after me. K, K, G, G, Ng. Note that the second and the fourth letters or aspirated letters are Mahapranas, and the first and the third letter are non-aspirated letters or Alpapranas. To pronounce an aspirated letter, an air is expelled along with the pronunciation of the sound. The last letter of each varga is pronounced with the help of nose, and it is a nasal sound. They are also called Anunasikaha. Let us now see how the aspirated letters of this varga is pronounced in the slokas. For reference, we are taking the slokas from Srimad Bhagavad Gita. The aspirated letters of this varga are Kha and Gha. Chapter 2, Sloka 15. Samadukha Sukham Dhiram. Chapter 7, Sloka 4. Khammano Buddhirevacha. And now Gha. Chapter 9, Sloka 12. Mogha Samogha Karmano. Chapter 1, Sloka 16. Sughoshamani Pushpakau. The next varga is Cha varga. This group is pronounced when back of tongue touches the palate. It is pronounced from the cheeks. Hence, these are also called Talavyaha. Cha, Cha, Ja, Jha, Nya. Aspirated letters of Cha varga. Examples. For Cha, Idrichaya Chopapannam in chapter 2, Sloka 32, and in chapter 10, Sloka 41. Tattadevavagachatvam. The next example for Jha, chapter 10, Sloka 31. Jhashanam makaraschasmi. The next group is Ta varga. These are hard sounds pronounced when tongue arches and touches the roof of mouth. These letters are called Murdhanyaha. Ta, Tha, Da, Dha, Na. Aspirated letters for Ta varga, they are Tha and Dha. Examples. In chapter 13, Sloka 13. Sarvamavritya Tishthati. Chapter 1, Sloka 16. Kunti Putro Yudhishthiraha. And for Dha, chapter 3, Sloka 29. Prakriter Guna Sammudhaha. And in chapter 14, Sloka 15. Mudhayo Nishu Jayate. The fourth group, or the Ta varga, is pronounced when the tongue touches the back of teeth that are slightly parted. As these letters are pronounced using the teeth, these are also called Dantyaha. Ta, Tha, Da, Dha, Na. The aspirated letters of Ta varga, the letters are Tha and Dha. Examples. Chapter 1, Sloka 11. Yatha bhagama vasthitaha. Chapter 16, Sloka 13. Imam prapsye manoratham. And for dha, chapter 2, sloka 37, yuddhaya krita nischayaha, chapter 4, sloka 14, karma bhirna sabadhyate, chapter 2, sloka 41, vyavasayatmika buddhi. The fifth group, or pa varga, is pronounced using lips. These set of letters are also called Oshthavyaha. Pa, pha, ba, bha, ma. Aspirated letters of pa varga, the letters are pha and bha. Let's see the examples. Chapter 2, sloka 47. Ma phaleshu kadachana. Chapter 9, sloka 26. Patram pushpam phalam toyam. Let's see the examples of bha. Chapter 14, sloka 3. Tato bhavati bharata. Chapter 18, sloka 36. Abhyasat ramate yatra. Next we have semi-vowels. They are based on transition sounds. The first letter is pronounced when the tongue touches the palate. Ya. Ya. The next is a hard sound produced when tongue arches and touches the roof of the mouth. R. R. The next letter is a dental letter pronounced when tongue touches the back of the teeth. La. La. The last of semi-vowel is pronounced using teeth and lips. Va. Va. In the semi-vowels pronunciation, the pronunciation of the letter Ra has to be very clear. For example, Arjuna, Arjuna, the R sound in the name Arjuna has to be clear. Instead of pronouncing Arjuna, we have to pronounce the R, Arjuna. Also, when these semi-vowels like Ya, Ra, La, Ba, these are second consonants in a word, then we need to give a little emphasis while pronouncing them. Examples, in chapter 2, sloka 57, Tasya prajna pratisthita. Here the emphasis is given on the letter pra. Instead of chanting Tasya prajna pratisthita, we need to pronounce Tasya prajna pratisthita. Similarly, for Yam, chapter 3, sloka 18, Kaschidarthavyapasrayaha. For La, chapter 4, sloka 36, Sarvam jnana plavenaiva. And Va, chapter 18, sloka 12, Natu sanyasinam kvachit. The next are sibilants. I'll pronounce each letter and you can repeat after me. The first one in sibilants is a palatal sound. Sa. Sa. The next is a cerebral sound. Sha. Sha. And the last is a dental sound. Sa. Sa. In the sibilants, please don't get confused with the talavya sa with the murdhanya sha. For example, in Srimannarayana, it is sa, not sha. It is not Shrimannarayana, but it is Srimannarayana. And at last we have the consonant ha. It is pronounced using gutturals. There is an expulsion of air while pronouncing this letter. Ha. Ha. The bolded L in the slokas is pronounced using cerebrals. It is pronounced as L. L. Let's revise the pronunciation of consonants. You can pronounce along with me. K, K, G, G, G. Ch, Ch, J, J. Nya. T, Th, D, D. Ra. T, Th, D, D. Na. Pa, pa, ba, bha, ma. Ya, ra, la, va, sha, sha, sa, ha. Let's see few conjugate consonants. The first is ksha. It's a combination of letters ka and sha. Example, kshama. The next is nya. It's a combination of letters ja and nya. Prajna. The last is tra. It's a combination of letter ta and ra. Tatra. Now we'll see certain consonants that we get easily confused and mispronounce them. The first example is ta. T-H-T-H-A. This is not an aspirated letter. It is ta. Example, Purushottama. The next T-T-H-A, that is aspirated. Tha. Example, Partha. Similarly, with the cha, C-H-C-H-A is not aspirated. It's pronounced cha, tacha. Whereas C-H-C-H-H-A is aspirated consonant. It's pronounced cha, ichhati.